On the breakfast news this morning, work advances on Okbo Umunoko Nzam Ozobula Road project. Anambra State Government Governor Soludo inspects ongoing road construction at Orcas North. ASU slams federal government over petrol, naira scarcity, saying it is another anti-poor policy. Earthquake, death toll rises to over 21,000 in Turkey. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Chidem Orangwa. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has flagged off the 6.05 kilometers of Zobolo Ihembose Ukbo Road to be completed in 10 months. Government House correspondent Valentine Nbadoa reports that the people of Ekwusigo local government area trooped out in their numbers to welcome the governor at Ihembose, Ekwusigo local government area. His report.
Performing the function, Governor Soludo stated that the road will open up the economic opportunities in Ekwusigo, Nnewi South and environs, as well as link other parts of the state. He called on the people of Ekwusigo to vote ABGA candidates from Senate to House of Assembly for a better Ekwusigo and Anambra at large. Governor Soludo reaffirmed his resolve to transform the state by providing the basic foundation for a progressive Anambra state and called on the youths to take ownership of the state by being part of the government's programs and policies. While handing the site certificate to the contractor, Governor Soludo charged him on timely delivery of the project and according to specifications.
Take this project very seriously. It's been the most critical road efficiency that is in this local government, and I'm glad that we are going to come back in December to apply this road as a completed project.
The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifanyo Koma, in his speech said that 30 to 50% of the mobilization fees has been paid for all the roads awarded, adding that the road will last for at least 20 years. In their separate speeches, the Anambra State Chairman of ABGA, Sanoba Tobi, and the stakeholder in the local government, Chief Ebuka Onunkwo, while addressing the gathering, commended Governor Soludo for commencing work on the road, which they described as very important to the people. They promised continuous support to ensure that ABGA remains rooted in Ekwusigo local government area to help the governor deliver better governance to Anambra.
With this now, it's going to open a lot of opportunity to the people in this town. I'm telling the people of Ekwusigo local government to rejoice and support the government of Chukwuma Soludo Professor.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Ekwusigo local government area, Mr. Chimezie Obi, while welcoming Governor Soludo, promised the total support of Ndi Ekwusigo to Anambra State government.
So His Excellency, Ejima for Ndi Ekwusigo, when I say no, Ekwusigo, no, Ihembose. Ebela upu na Chukwu akoyere na Anambra State. Iwe batara Anambra State, we na-edozi obodo. Na Chukwu ga-eso ezinụlọ n'aha Jesus.
The member representing Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and Ekwusigo Federal Constituency, and the ABGA candidates for Anambra South Senatorial District, Honorable Chris Azubogo, the State Commissioner for Housing, Honorable Polly Onyeka, a stakeholder in Ozublo Town, Chief Jude Emecheta, among others, were present at the flag-off. From Ihembose, Valentine Nbadoa reporting for ABS News.
Governor Soludo has inspected the level of work at the ongoing Aba of Ebenebe, Amansi Ebenebe Oba Family Road in Okanoff local government area. Governor Soludo also made a step over at the Ubain Community Primary School where the pupils and teachers cheered him in solidarity. Government House correspondent Valentine Nbadoa tells us more.
Governor Soludo, while addressing them, discovered the school has no means of getting water and directed that water should be made available in the school next week. The governor, after the inspection, interacted with the people of Okanot, drawn from all the communities in the local government. Addressing the gathering at Ezi Obo Primary School, Amansi, Governor Soludo noted that he is much interested in the development of Okanot.
Onye eliro n'ọnụ omegene ọzọ n'ọba. Onye eliro n'ọnụ omegene ọzọ n'ọba. Ya ka anyị bịa tata, and we will continue to do that in Jesus' name. Solution Abiago.
Commissioner for Homeland Affairs, Chief Chikodi Anara, and the Transition Committee Chairman of Awka North Local Government Area, Honorable Emmanuel Ucheze, noted that what Governor Soludo-led administration is doing for Awka North has never been witnessed before in the history of Anambra State. They called on the people of Awka North to reciprocate the love and gesture by supporting APGA continually, especially in the forthcoming general elections.
Utopia niile ọ bụrụzi ka ọ gozie gị n'egbu onye agozi gị na family na ọka onye gị ogologo ndụ ute arụ isi ike ofe ndị a ka anyị na-ayọ wee na-asị na ka anyị na-aga ka anyị ga na-afụwanye ife dị mma n'aba Jizọs.
The Commissioner for Works, on his part, explained that earthwork has been completed on over 14 kilometers and stone base on over 6 kilometers of the road, adding that the 15 months target will still be achieved.
Far make the road or the motorable. Far complete go earthwork on about 14.35 kilometers of road. They are now doing 4 bus culverts to take care of the flooding, with the height of the field about 2 meters high.
During the inspection, work was discovered going on at different points of the road, from drainage to earthwork to bridges as well as stone base. The Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelo, the Chief of Staff, Mr. Ernest Ezajui, among other top government functionaries, joined the inspection. From Amansi, Valentine Bada reporting, Fabius News.
People from all walks of life yesterday converged on Obindio No, Anambra State at Amobia to observe the first annual memorial lecture series in honor of the late founder of Tonimus Nigeria Limited, Dr. Anthony Enukeme, who was also the founder and pioneer president of Anambra State Council of Traditional Prime Ministers, Ndionowu. The program, which was also used to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Ndionowu as a council, attracted traditional rulers, traditional prime ministers of various communities across Anambra State, political appointees, friends and well-wishers. Queen Anibogo completes the story.
In his remarks, Governor Chukwuma Soludo described the position of Onowu as significant to the traditions and customs of Anambra State. Governor Soludo, represented by the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Mr. Tony Collins Nwabugane, noted that Onowu stands for seriousness, intuition, and wisdom, adding that what they are doing is highly recognized in Anambra and commended them for the initiative.
The innovation now, I told Anambra State, or the rare, so like now about women that even like that. Mr. Governor is very, very happy. Even the men must clear. That word Onowu is very significant. And tradition, the culture of our land. Equal now will know the significance.
In an interview, the Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Mr. Don Onyenji, said the program by the Onowu is worthwhile and gave credit to late Chief Enukeme, whom he said was the father of the initiative. He explained that the meetings of Ndi Onowu will bring peace and understanding in communities in Anambra and told them to be setting standards as well as supporting norms and values for which Ndi Igbo are known for.
Program by Ndi Onowu, Anambra State, it's worth it. It's one group that really should be meeting, and I send credit to the late Tonimus, Chief Enukeme, who is one of the, in fact, he is the father of this initiative. And so it's good to have groups like this meeting. It will bring peace and understanding among our communities.
Earlier in his address of welcome, the acting president of Anambra State Council of Traditional Prime Ministers, Chief Patrick Oyedoba, who spoke through the secretary of the association, Chief Josephat Nwegu, extolled the giant strides of the late Dr. Enukeme to the growth of the association and called on the government of Anambra State to immortalize the legacies of their late founder in view of his contributions to the state in particular and Nigeria in general. Presenting a paper titled The Man, Dr. Anthony Enukeme, a former rector of St. John Vocational Institute, Neni, Reverend Father Francis Enyisiobi, who cited the various achievements of late Enukeme, stressed the need for government to immortalize the late industrialist, even as he called on affluent members of the public to channel their resources for the betterment of the society. Also speaking, the chairman planning committee, Chief Nnemeka Maduka, the regent of Amawbia town, pointed out that the objective of the event is to promote the ideals of their founder, late Enu Ukeme, who believed that the traditional system in Anambra State should be defined so that people will know that Igbos have kings and those who are supporting the kings. For Rotarian Abuchi Nwozo, the late business mogul was his mentor and benefactor, whom he still finds it difficult to describe in the past tense, and noted that if Anambra State has up to 3 of its kind, the state will be heaven on earth.
I feel elated because Ndi Onowu remembered my mentor, my oga, my benefactor, Dr. Anthony Enu Ukeme. But today, Ndi Onowu remembered him by organizing a lecture in his honor.
Awards were presented to several notable Ndi Anambra like former Governor Willie Obiano and his wife, Chief Mrs. Flora Ilonzo, Chief Oliver Ume, among others. Queen Anibogo.
The Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption Program, ROLAC, has held its close-out ceremony and presentation of safety programs and achievement in Anambra State. ROLAC programs, which focuses on criminal justice reform, access to justice for children, women and persons with disabilities, anti-corruption and engagement with civil societies and the media, is funded by European Union, EU and implemented by the British Council, with Anambra State and other states of the nation as beneficiaries. Joseph Ewocha reports.
Welcoming participants at the event held in Oka, the Anambra State capital, the National Program Manager of ROLAC, Mr. Danla De Plang, thanked the state government and all partners for helping to achieve successes being recorded in the state. He announced that 204,000 people benefited directly or indirectly from the EU programs in the state, adding that after the first phase, which started in 2017 and will end on 16th March 2023, there will be a second phase which Anambra will most likely be among the beneficiaries.
Program started in 2017, so it's been a long way, a long journey for all of us, including you that participated with us. 2017 to March will be about 68 months, I think. Over 2,000 days that we have been engaging with you. And I think it's overall, in spite of the challenges, it's been a worthwhile venture into Anambra State.
In his remark, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Professor Sylvia Ifemeje, expressed gratitude to ROLAC for its interventions in the state and expressed hope for a stronger partnership in future. Governor Soludo noted that ROLAC has contributed immensely in the state justice sector, especially in helping to achieve innovations in justice delivery system and the monitoring of cases, thereby helping to achieve quick dispensation of justice in line with the objectives of the state government.
Through their efforts and encouragements, we'll be able to put in or inject so many new innovations in our criminal justice system.
Anambra State Chief Judge Justice Onochie Anya-Achebelu, who also acknowledged positive impacts ROLAC made in the state judiciary, including supporting review of criminal justice and the magistrate laws, and helping to build capacity of judicial officers, assured that all that has been learned will continue to reflect in practice, calling for more ROLAC programs in the state.
Once again, I would like to assure you that for the judiciary, we'll try and be putting into practice what we have learned.
The State Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwegbe, represented by the Director, Public Service Office, Office of the Head of Service, Mr. Adebayo Jeyinka, who noted that activities of ROLAC in the state civil service are well felt, with special focus on preventing corruption, called for more efforts to ensure that Anambra benefits more from the programs of the ROLAC. For the State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Ifeanyi Obianuwa, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Daniel Ezeanwu, legal framework established by ROLAC has helped the Ministry in policy formulation and better understanding of ways to impact positively on the vulnerable members of the society, calling for sustainability. Members of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, JONAPID, led by the Anambra State Chairman, Comrade Ugochukwu Okeke, civil society organizations and the media participated at the event that featured interactive session after ROLAC programs results were shown and challenges discussed. In Oka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
The Chairman and Chief Executive Officer at Waza Group, Honorable Frank Ibojindo, has reassured his customers of quality service delivery. Honorable Ibojindo was speaking at an event to celebrate his birthday. Justice Onyemobi reported that the celebrant has over 18 registered companies under his group. His report.
Honorable Ibojindo, at a reception to mark the event, thanked God for the gift of life and for his blessings on him and his family, as well as appreciated his guests for honoring his invitation, especially One Love family for turning out in their numbers, and assured all that he will continue to maintain high standards in service.
We went to church to give thanksgiving to God for his mercies and grace upon our lives. He did so much for us. He did so much for us. Our mouth, our whole body can never be enough to appreciate him. So we went to church to tell him that he has done so much for us, and it is worthy, and it is needful and important that we give him thanks. That's why we went there, and we came back here to celebrate with our friends. As you can see, friends from all walks of life. My brothers from Lagos, from Asaba, they all came around to celebrate with us. So because they said there's love in brotherhood, so they decided to show me love.
In her remarks, the wife of the celebrant, Mrs. Chinaza Ibojindo, while thanking God for the gift of life to the husband, whom she described as hardworking and a refined gentleman, prayed God to bless him abundantly. In an interview, the Deputy Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Pascal Abodike, represented by his personal assistant, Mr. Emeka Ifeanyi, congratulated Akwaza chairman on his birthday and urged him to continue to put God first in his business.
Our wishes to him is good health, more life upon the one God has added today into his life, and more blessings, God's divine grace, and for God to keep on promoting his good heart that he has for the masses and for the society.
Also speaking, the chairman of the business venture, Chief Oliver Ibojindo, and one of his customers and award recipients, Donatus Ajamma, commended the celebrant for his hard work and for carrying his customers along, and prayed God to bless his effort. The event featured Thanksgiving service at St. Michael's Anglican Church, Ifiteoka, cutting of cake, toast by the chief celebrant, award presentation to some of his customers in recognition for their patronage, as well as special entertainment packages for all his guests at Cardinal International Hotel, Ifiteoka.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has criticized the federal government over the naira and fuel scarcity that has bedeviled the country in the final months of President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure. The ASU President Emmanuel Osodeke, in a statement, said the government at the federal, state and council levels appear enamored of policies which aggravate the sufferings of Nigerians. He added that the Supreme Court ruling suspending the February 10 deadline on the Naira design policy should somewhat mitigate the suffering of Nigerians occasioned by what he described as yet another anti-poor policy. According to Osodeke, the ambush tactic of CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele to eliminate cash was applied in India in 2016 with unsalutary consequences. The ASU president added that it is unimaginable that a transiting government would elect to swim in an ocean of chaos as exemplified by the currency swap crisis and scarcity of petroleum products on the eve of an election season. The Turkish city of Antakya is one of the worst hit places after Monday's earthquake. Dozens of buildings have collapsed in the region. Reluctantly, firefighters gave the order that search and rescue efforts should now turn to grim recovery. It's not clear how many bodies might still be trapped under Antakya's ruins, but emergency workers, volunteers and the family members will try to ensure everyone is found. Nationwide, officials say more than 21,000 people have now been reported dead so far. The 7.8 magnitude tremor has impacted more than 30 million people across 10 provinces, including Adna, Adiyaman, Diyarbakir and Gaziantep. Several countries neighboring Turkey, such as Syria and Lebanon, also felt the strong tremors that struck in the space of fewer than 10 hours. Turkey has also declared the 7 days of national mourning after the devastating quakes. And over now to sports, World Cup winner Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe and Karim Benzema were announced as the 3 finalists for FIFA's The Best Award for the year. Two-time Ballon d'Or winner Alexia Putellas over Spain, England forward Beth Mead and US star Alex Morgan were nominated for the top women's prize. Paris Saint-Germain teammate Messi and Mbappe, who faced each other in last year's World Cup final, are competing along with Benzema to succeed Robert Lewandowski, winner of the FIFA award in 2020 and 2021. Benzema won last year's Ballon d'Or for his performances with Real Madrid, but missed the World Cup because of injury. The winners will be revealed on February 27 in Paris. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Orca. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Work has advanced on Umunoko Nzam Ozobele Road project. Anambra State Governor Soludo has inspected ongoing road construction at Oka North. ASU has slammed the federal government over petrol naira scarcity, saying it is another anti-poor policy. And on the foreign scene, we also told you that death toll has risen to over 21,000 in Turkey's earthquake. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the Breakfast News this morning. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chidema Orangwa. Good morning.